to sparkle, and these people those people, as they say, those people, you can't say that. After Canada winning last night, which I'm very proud of, good job, gentlemen, good job. You can't say those people because Don Cherry, I will keep reiterating. Good old Don Cherry, man of the hour. Well, man of the intermissions. Good old hockey night in Canada. Lost his job over saying you people because he was talking about poppies and you guys got butthurt. George Carlin said the same shit. It's amazing. People like Sammy Sourdog and Samantha and certain individuals can dish it out, but they can't take it. Right, Sammy Sourdog, like you have me blocked, but you're threatening to come after me as you're like on what, sabbatical from your fucking university? Or a little bit of a slap on the wrist, did you, for bad behavior? Because what, you can't really go on the internet and talk shit, can you? There's repercussions for that behavior, isn't there? Did you want to come school me on that? I'd love to hear. I love that song. No one's coming?
Going on?
Oh, just chilling.
So that whole thing yesterday and the reason why I lost my shit was because I've tried to explain it over and over again. You know what I mean? And people are going to hate me. I honestly, I don't care. But I tried doing it respectfully numerous of times. But unfortunately, you're not going to learn until you're hurt by someone you care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you care about somebody, and if you're not learning, then that means you didn't care about that person. You know what I mean? So everybody can get mad at me. Hey, did I go out off the limb? Yeah, I did, but I did it for a reason, and not just that. It was to throw, and I always say that I throw a bone out there, right? I throw a bone out there, and I want to see who's going to take it, and wanted to start talking about it. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. What I do for a reason. And if you want to try making me look like the bad person because I did that, it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because I care about him. And I've been trying to explain it to him numerous of times. And yet he wasn't listening. So I had to do it a different way. And that's just how it is. And I don't care who's going to get mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. He's been down. He's been, out and shit. But I had to do what I had to do because it is what it is. Like,
Yeah. I mean, you're entitled to feel your way. And like I said to you in private, you're going to have the way you feel about things, and other people are going to have the way they feel about things, and how it could have been handled differently, how they feel it could have been handled differently based on what Kenny's going through and their fears for him or whatever.
Yep.
But that's you. That's your delivery method. That's how you wanted to handle it. Like, if we sit and we pick everybody apart all the time, are we really going to accomplish anything?
No, that's the thing, right? So, and you know me, Julie, I don't go directly at the person. I go at their behavior. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and shit talk, you know what I mean, the person. I'm going to call their behavior out. And what I see is what I called out. You know what I mean? And if people want to get mad at me for calling out the behavior, then get mad at me. Fine. I don't care. And Julie, that's the reason why I've always said I don't make friends on this app, because I've been backstabbed by a lot of people that used to sit with me, that a lot of people that used to respect me, you know what I mean? A lot of people that would just, sit there and be like, yeah, well, and they would talk so highly of Bri, Bri this, Bri that, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you just go and you see them flip flop to another fucking live or something. And then, they're sitting with people that are fucking bashing you. Like, no, I've never ever done that. If I'm in a live and somebody's bashing somebody that I'm sitting with, I usually say it, I call it out, right? Like, and the thing is that the names, you know what I mean? And I'm going to say it to you. The names, I know you've heard, I know you're going through all this shit, but the names, it's not going to work. It's just going to, because somebody's going to come in and be like, oh, that person was talking shit about you. That person was this, that person was mentioning your name, blah, 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 blah. Let's just not mention names and let's just go about the behavior. You know what I mean? Because if we're going about the behavior, everybody knows who we're talking about, right? That behavior. And unfortunately, they can't be like, oh, they were shit talking about you. No. We weren't shit talking about you. We were talking about the bad behavior that you're exploiting on this app right now.
Yeah. There's tons of different angles, right? There's tons of different angles.
Well, the thing is, Jenny, is if you guys had something to say, you should have said it in my live. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have started up another live behind my back while I was live doing the thing I was doing my live. Don't do that shit behind my back. I don't respect that because I would not do it to you. I would not sit behind your back and fucking do that shit to you. Talk about what you've done. Talk about all your shit. I don't do that. You know what I mean? That's not cool. And unfortunately, I guess it's just the way I roll. You know what I mean? Like, I just roll like that. And if people want to fucking sit there and talk about what I've done behind my back and not fucking come to my face and say it to my face, then there's issues. I have issues with that. Like, if you got fucking issues with me, you don't like my delivery, you don't like what I do, then come to me. Talk to me about it. Like, don't sit behind my back and, talk about the shit I do.
Yeah. Let me see comments.
No, I get it, but the thing is that's what Lisa Bella did, Jenny, and you got to see it. She went in there to shit talk me because I've called her out about her behavior numerous of times. I've tried to explain to her what she's doing wrong. I tried to help her out. I've stuck up for her. I've stood up for her. I've done everything, for her to just sit there and talk about what I do behind my back. It's not cool. Like, and this is what's fucking pissing me off. You know what I mean? Like, if you got something to fucking say, jump in my box and talk to me about it.
But maybe Jenny didn't know about you and Lisa Bella's history. Like, I don't know.
Oh, there is. Everybody knows about it, right? It's because even in that live, you know what I mean? Even a couple of lives before that, everybody was there when I was calling her out about her behavior. And then she's like, well, if you're going to be like this, I'm going to leave. I was like, okay, fine, then leave. And then all of a sudden, she learned that she was in the wrong, and then she came back and hung out. And then I had to
She's done that with everybody.
Yep. And then I had to explain the exact same thing over again to her. And it's just like she wants to argue with me. She doesn't want to listen to what I have to say. So,
yeah, but she does that with everybody. Like, we've had falling outs, and I don't even know what it's about. Like, she's literally told me to go fuck myself in a DM. I don't know why. Like, what did I do? I don't know. Like,
so I'm not gonna shit talk her. I know she's going through a lot. I know she's been through a lot. You know what I mean? But the way she goes about it it's wrong. Like, she wants to come at me about the way I go about things, but when I explain to her about the way she's going about things, she wants to yell and scream at me. I'm like, well, then I'm not gonna do it no more. I just can't. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's fair.
Over
and that
and
should
over and
maybe
over
be a
again.
conversation you two have. Yep. She's here then.
Yeah. Like, and it's just, I've been sitting back and I've been watching everybody. I've been watching everything. People don't think I do, but I do. I sit back, I watch, I listen. I'm reading the people, I'm watching their behaviors, and yeah, this is what I do, right? And I've called everybody out about their behavior. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but unfortunately, if you're going to rob a bank, right? If you're going to rob a bank, you can't get mad at that bank that bank gives you 5 years for robbing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Like, how is that right? You know what I mean? Like, you're putting yourself in these positions and you're crying that you put yourself in that position. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I get it. There are people out there that didn't put themselves in that position. You know what I mean? Like, I can admit it. I put myself in a few positions, but I put myself in those positions to find out who's who and watch their reactions. You know what I mean? Because those are the tales that will tell, right? Like, yeah, but the thing is, Jenny, is you don't know how many times I've tried to talk to Ken. And I've tried to tell him what he's doing wrong. Like, you don't understand that. Like, I've been there for him. I met the guy in person. You know what I mean? I talked to him. You know, he's always welcome in my life. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else is. They're all welcome in my life. You know what I mean? There's usually only one person on this app that's not welcome in my life, and that's Happy. Because I'm not going to deal with that kind of person. You know what I mean? Like, but I sit there and I will be respectful to you until you're not respectful to me. You don't want to listen to what I have to say. You want to keep over talking me. You want to disrespect my life. I do it to everybody. Like, everybody. It's my life. I'm trying to talk and you're just sitting there yelling and screaming at me. So I'm going to feed that yelling and screaming back at you. And unfortunately, if you don't like that, that's on you, not me. Because I've tried to be civil. I've tried to be peaceful. I've done it every which way. And it just like seems like nobody wants to listen to me. You know? Like, it is what it is. Like, but for people to sit there and, you know, talk about what I do, you got something to say about what I do, come to my life, say it in my life. You know what I mean? Sit in my life, have a conversation, explain that, hey, Bri, that's what you might have taken it a little wrong. You know what I mean? You might have went a little far off. And then I can explain the reason why I did it. You know what I mean? Because I've tried every other way. And unfortunately, it's amen. The truth is you will never, ever listen to somebody until you have either lost them or it, like, even when people lose their parents, you know what I mean? Like, they're sitting there every day and when they lose their parents and they sit there and they're like, oh my God, you know what? Maybe I should have listened to my mom. Maybe I should have listened to her when she was yelling and screaming at me and telling me I'm doing wrong and all this. That's when it hurts the most, is when you lose that person that you actually cared about. You know what I mean? That you actually, and then you start learning from that behavior, right? Like, you're like, oh my God, yeah, like maybe I should have listened. Like, uh, what do you mean, Bri? Are others allowed to react to them being disrespectful? Well, we shouldn't react to people being disrespectful with disrespect. You know what I mean? If they're disrespecting us, I know I'm bad for it. I do, you know, but I try to keep it to a minimal of disrespecting them. I'll allow them to disrespect me and I'll try to keep it to a minimal to disrespecting them, because that's how they show their own colors. You know what I mean? Like, I never said I'm allowed to do anything. Like, what are you trying to say here, David?
I think everybody just deals with it differently. Everybody's got their own process.
Right? Like, who have I disrespected? Like, I would love to know who I've disrespected.
Well, David's coming up, so you guys can talk. Hi, David.
Hi. So what I'm saying, Brian, is you said just a minute ago that if somebody disrespects you, you match them, you yell at them, you give them back the energy, and then you block them if they keep disrespecting you, right?
No, I haven't blocked anybody. My mods blocked everybody.
You say that you don't put up with people disrespecting you. Am I correct with that?
Well, yeah.
So a lot of the stuff you're seeing, you say you watch, but you see, if you see me react, am I entitled to go back at somebody who attacked me wrongly?
You 100% have the right to go at people that attack you wrongly. 100%. But the thing is don't go at them in a disrespectful manner, because then all of a sudden you're just literally falling to that level.
Oh, I understand. Two wrongs don't make a right. But who gets to decide how hurtful they were to me And then who on the outside gets to decide my reactionary, how I'm allowed to react?
No, 100%. You react to however you want to react, right?
But then you get judged for it. You get told
That's the thing.
you're
Yep.
disrespectful, you're bad, you're not
Yep.
good.
Yep, that's the thing.
No, that's not right though, Brian.
I know
That's
it's
what I'm
not,
saying.
but that's how
you're
it
saying
rolls.
yes. But this is what you're portraying right now, is that if Jenny leaves because she was disrespected, fires up alive and talks about it, that's her way of coping.
Yeah, but she's talking. So, David, the thing is that they fire up alive and they talk about people that haven't disrespected them. You know what I mean?
From your perspective.
Okay, so then you give me something that I would have done to disrespect somebody to sit behind my back and talk about me. Come on. What did I disrespect? How did I disrespect that person?
I never said there was a specific example.
Exactly.
No. See, Brian, do you really believe that you're better than everybody else on this side?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
You do.
Yep,
You think you're
100%.
better than everybody.
Yep, 100%.
Well, that might be
Why
the
is
part of
that?
the problem, bro.
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Why is that? Because I don't react to them with the same fucking disrespectful, ignorant.
Yes, you
Like,
do.
You
Yes, you do.
Who have I reacted to with the
You
same?
did with me.
the other
If you want to get real, you did it with me.
I was trying to be respectful at that point, Julie. Like, how many times was I trying to be respectful? I allowed you to come into my live. I allowed you to talk, to have your say. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to disrespect you. Like, I wasn't.
You held grudge about me talking about me.
About the behavior that I was exhibiting from you, yes.
My name was being mentioned, and people were in your boxes, and you guys were having bra-ha-has about me while I was blocked. Correct?
You weren't blocked, though.
I was. I'm just pointing out, like, if you want to point out behavior,
100%. Yep.
point it out.
Yep, point it out, 100%, and I'll take it. I'm up for criticism.
So what I was trying
You know what I
to
mean?
get to is that just because you're seeing one part of the story doesn't mean you saw it all, Brian. And I've been called. So do you see an issue with Spotted Turtle?
A lot. Yep.
So why is she allowed in why is she not blocked?
Because everybody's allowed to have their voice. If somebody's going to sit
So
there,
I don't
No.
believe. So
Hold
this
on.
is where if somebody called you a P3DO and said that you should be locked up and your children taken from you with no background,
Okay.
just let me finish. That person to me is the bad person.
So the thing is,
they're not. Just a sec,
Yep.
Brian. So, but Spotted's still allowed in to have her voice and say that I'm registered in your live, which I think is despicable and gross.
she said you were registered.
And you allow that, so I leave.
When did she say you were registered in my live?
Dude, she's been saying it for the last year.
Not in my live.
And everybody's live.
Not in my live.
In everybody's live.
Then show me the receipts, David, because you know I was
Okay,
calling.
Brian, I'm not going to show you receipts for stuff.
Exactly. Yep. Okay.
No, not exactly, Brian. You got to start looking in the mirror, bro.
Well, I have every fucking morning I wake up, man.
Good, because
Every
that
morning
will
I wake
reveal that your actions, your reactions, you were screaming your head off the other night to
Yep, I
a
was.
reaction to other people.
Okay.
So
Well,
can
and
I
I
call
did-
you out for that and say you were going
100%
nuts?
you can. 100% you can.
Well,
So David, that's the thing, like you just said. So if somebody's sitting there calling you a P3DO, you don't have the right to react the way you want to react?
Well, you just told me I wasn't.
We're
You
gonna go
just
tit for tat.
took my right away by telling me I'm bad because I stooped to their level.
No, but
You just stole my voice away from me
Never.
and platformed a Spotted Turtle to give her the right to say it about me, and I'm not allowed to react.
Okay.
at all.
Yep. Yep. No. If I took your voice away, David, I would have blocked you and not allowed you to come up and defend yourself. That's what I would have done, and that's what I'm going at. You know what I mean?
Brian, so you
Everybody-
want to have a boxing ring. So you actually are perpetuating the issues.
Okay.
You're
Yep.
perpetuating them.
Yep. If that's what you want to call it. Yep.
Well, it's not what I want to call it. It's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's
Exactly.
perpetuating. It's allowing people who are troublemakers to have a voice.
Well,
The Shays of the world goes everywhere and shit talks everybody and does nasty things. But yet you give her a voice.
Then you know what, David? Don't get pissed off at people that block you and not allow you to have a voice in their life, okay? That's
I
hypocrite.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
that's
about.
exactly what you're talking
Explain
about.
to me how that's relevant to what I'm saying.
You literally just said that you took my voice away from me, and I said I didn't, because
And
I
you
do.
do. You take everybody's voice while you call them bad people for reacting to them being attacked. You, as soon as you tell them they're bad for doing it, but yet you're allowed to do it.
No.
Yes.
Okay, like I'm not gonna get in with this fucking behavior because no, you just want to make me look like the bad guy, David, and I get it.
You're trying to make everybody else look like the bad guy.
I'm calling out the bad behavior. You
and
call out
I'm calling out your bad behavior.
I'm okay with it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? But I have reasons. I have reasons for what I do. And I'm not trying to do it in a disrespectful way. People might think I'm doing it in a disrespectful way.
Right now?
100% you were. You're telling me I took away your voice, and I never did.
Then you're being
100%.
Disrespectful to me, telling me I'm not. Then. See, just because somebody disagrees with you and you want to take it disrespectfully doesn't mean it is.
David, you've had it out for me, and I get it, and I'm watching.
Wrong,
you've had it
Brian,
out for me.
No,
David, whatever. Say what you gotta say,
See,
man.
now you're disrespecting me.
No,
telling me I'm
not.
something I'm not.
I am not. I'm gonna call it out how it is.
Me right
You're
now
still
by telling me
you're still mad at me because I fucking removed you for putting up that fucking whatchamacallit. That's
I'm not mad about
it's okay,
anything.
David. Live in the past, man.
Brian,
Live in the past,
get over yourself. I'm not mad about anything. I'm doing to you what you're expecting everybody else to do and listen to you. I'm now doing it and you're getting defensive. So I'll stop. I'll stop. You heard me. I have not got it out for you. I think you're a great guy. I just think that you should really look at the last few days and how you're calling everybody else out, but you're allowing them to go in and cause crap. You're allowing them to be platformed by saying you got a voice, but you're setting up boxing matches is what you're doing. You're setting up people, and everybody knows that Shay's a paling idiot.
And David, were you in the live last night when I fucking called her out about just coming into my live to start shit? Were you not?
Block her?
No, why would I block her? So then all of a sudden,
because it'll now perpetuate and keep going. She'll come in tomorrow and do the same thing, and you'll call her out.
No, I'll just.
How many times do you call somebody out before you give up on them?
I'll mute her, but she's still allowed to have her voice, David. Like, everybody's allowed to have their voice. If somebody's gonna sit there and shit talk them, like, this is what I get pissed off at. Like, they fucking all blocked me. You know what I mean? They want to talk shit about me. They blocked me. So I can't defend myself. You know what I mean? If somebody's going to be sit there shit talking you, you should have the right to defend yourself. And that's what I do.
You agree this last few days you've been threatening if anybody's spreading shit and being a bad person, you're going to block them?
I'm getting to that point, yes, David.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
100%. I'm getting to that point because
So why don't you just do it and stop threatening everybody? Just go through and clean your list out
respectful
like
to everybody, and then everybody wants to come and fucking disrespect me. It's okay, David. I get it. It's 100% okay. I get
Are
it.
you now going to play lame duck and say I disrespected you?
You did disrespect me in the beginning when you fucking came into my fucking live and you dropped the circle and everybody you
Now
even
you're
admitted.
going on about the circle. See, I didn't even bring it up. You did.
Yep, 100%.
So you're butthurt about the circle.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I was butthurt,
You
if I was butthurt
absolutely
about
are,
the
bro.
circle,
You're still
would have
going
been
on about it.
You would have been continued to be blocked. But I'm not like that.
Dude,
I gave you your fucking voice. You were able to come up
You
and have
are
your
like that. You blocked me. You're going on
I
about
did block you.
I'm not
yeah.
fighting with you about it, but
Yeah,
you
we have to stop
consider-
the infighting.
You
You literally jumped up in the box to start a fight. Yes, 100%.
No, you called me and said, "What am I getting at?" Because I typed something in the chat. You called me.
I
Now,
asked you.
if you think everybody should run around recording everything to prove receipts to you, I'm not going to do it. I'm not wasting my time. The truth is that I said Jenny's good people. She didn't bash you, and you're sitting there saying she did. So then you were like, "Well, what do you mean by that, David?" So I came up and I tried to explain it to you, but you're not letting me.
I did not say Jenny was fucking bashing me.
Oh my God. Okay.
When did I? Julie, did I say Jenny was bashing me? Did I?
I didn't hear anything. I wasn't in the live then.
Exactly.
I was
So don't go
talking to my
twisting words, David. Thank
You
you.
just said that Jenny was fired up alive and talking smack about you.
No, I did not. I said Lisa
Absolutely
Bella was,
did.
David. No, David. I said
Oh my
Lisa
God.
Bella.
Okay. Well, I'm going to chat with
people, guys,
I'm going to deal
guys,
with facts.
everyone, stop.
No,
I was watching. I'm not against anyone in this live right now, but when I watch and everyone says yes, bring receipts. I understand that, yes, bring receipts. But sometimes when people don't want to screen record like me, and when I go in these other lives on my other accounts, and I see them saying, "Oh, we're gonna go until the very end," and they want every one of us fighting and going the way it's going. That's what they want. We need to stop doing this. And I understand, Brian. I love what you do, your lives. I agree with you pretty much, like saying 100%. But the receipts, I don't like screen recording one bit at all. But I did screen record some on my other account with, I'm going to mention the name, Sammy and Ash. And Sammy personally said it, I'm going to go after David. I'm going to go after everybody that calls my school, or I'm going to go after everyone that does what they're doing, and I'm going to fucking dig them into the ground so they don't have a job, they don't have anything. But I don't like recording that stuff. I did that just to do what I had to do. But sometimes if you have the word of someone and it comes out and then everyone else says, yeah, they did say that. Yeah, they did. You don't need any screen recordings. I apologize for that. But they're trying to do this. They're trying to get everyone fighting. And she actually openly admitted to her on her live today. And my kid was here listening a bit. And they're literally saying, our thing is working. They're all turning it on themselves and they're going to start fighting. Yeah. And that's what they fucking want. What we have to do is, yes, we're calling them out and their bullshit. We're calling them out and their stuff. But you know what? Maybe we should just say, fuck it, block them all.
Look at the way they're twisting these words. I say she fired up a live to talk about what I was doing in my live. I didn't say she was bashing me, but Lisa Bella came in and started bashing whatever, right? But you guys do what you want. And unfortunately, guys, Julie, this is what I told you earlier in the text message. I threw out a bone, and let's see who takes that bone. And 100% true colors are going to happen. True colors are going to show. So, Julie, all I got to say is just watch your back with the people you're hanging around with. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm sick of it. And that's why I throw out these bones, to get reactions like this. You know what I mean? Because these people all stand behind you. They say, Bri, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And then all of a sudden, boom, you throw out one little bone and then everything, I'm disrespected. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Yep, 100%. So
I'm not trying to say you're just being disrespectful, but I'm just saying sometimes when people do, I want to feel their lives, and they're like, I don't have to prove anything, just listen to it. Because right now, in what's her name's live, Sammy Sourdog's live, they literally said they're going to go after David to the point where he cannot do nothing. I'm not proving anything. I'm just saying that's what I heard. If no one wants to believe me, then that's when it's going to be like this. People are going to start seeing it from other perspectives, and that's what it is. That's why I say, when I see stuff and I listen to it, I'd come in and say, hey, Danielle, yes, they did say this, but no one's going to believe me. Take the word for it, or don't believe anything I say. And that's when everyone's just going to be that. So it's what they want, is they want you fighting with Danielle. They want us fighting with Bri Guy. They want us fighting with David. That's what they all want. And
absolutely. And people are falling for it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I watch what people have done on here, and it's just like, and people are starting to wake up and understand it. And like what Samantha and Sammy Sourdog and even Ash has done a total 360, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like at first there, and I'm gonna admit it, I didn't like
Hold on, I'm just going to get this out, and then I'm just going to drop, because it is what it is. But David admitted to fucking everybody messaging him and saying, hey, go drop a fucking circle in Brian's chat. It's pissing him off. So David did that intentionally, and then he wants to project it back on me. But whatever. Do what you got to do. Say what you got to say.
I'm not trying to put him down, or not. I'm not trying to put anyone down. Bri Guy. Bri Guy has awesome lives. He's awesome.
He is. He's awesome people. I'm not going to do the infighting, because this is exactly what they want. Like, I'm not going to partake in it. Yeah. Wake Up Lefty, I appreciate you so much. I really do. I know exactly what they're doing. I know exactly what the game is. I'm not stupid. I watch it all the time from my other. Like, I have 5 accounts. I'm not going to lie.
This is one of my accounts I come on, but I go on other accounts and I'm not telling anyone what they are, because when I go and watch other lives and they do this and like, oh, wow, this all they're watching, these people are watching it, and then but they're not watching it. Like I'll wake up at 2:00 in the morning and I'll sit there and watch them, and they're bashing David, they're bashing fucking you, they're bashing. Some of them are even bashing Mama Laura, and I actually have a lot of respect for Mama Laura. Like she brings out the bad, like the good in people, Mama Laura. So, but no, it's just I don't like going on lives very much. But when I sit there and watch it, and they're like, "We're gonna do this. Some of them actually say, "We're gonna start a rumor and instigate it." It's like, okay, when I come on here and say, "I heard this," please believe me when I say it, because I'm looking out for your back. So, but when they're literally gonna go after, and I heard them. They're going after David right now, and they're trying to say some of these accounts that are coming up, TikTok scientist has evidence that Slim Jim is David. I'm like, I don't know about that one. I'm not even going to answer that one. You know, like some of the accounts are just like they're saying that TikTok scientist is digging into it. So, but
Well, let him. But the infighting has to stop. This infighting, because it doesn't do anything good for us guys. It just furthers their agenda, and like, I don't understand.
no,
like, I don't understand why we're giving them the power.
Yeah, and as they would put it, they said they're going to go after anyone that goes after Sammy at her school. She's going to make it 10 times harder and going to push and going to call everyone. She's going to look into everyone's stuff, and